and welcome to LaRosa Reads. I'm Denise LaRosa, and today I'm going to wrap up June for all of you. Let's talk books. All right, so June was here, and now it's gone, and that means I need to tell you all what was I up to in June as far as reading is concerned. So this is going to be a little bit different than my typical wrap-ups because most of the books that I read in June were a part of a larger project that I've already recorded for you guys, and you can just go watch that. But don't leave me just yet. I have 3 books to discuss with you that weren't a part of that project. So let's start with those. Karuna Riazi has gifted the world with A Bit of Earth. This is a retelling of The Secret Garden, a book that I haven't read yet, but I'm planning on reading it this month. A Bit of Earth is such a great reading experience for all ages. It is a middle grade novel, and I read this middle grade novel with a handful of middle schoolers at the school that I work at, and we all really enjoyed this journey. And not only did we get to enjoy reading this book together, Karuna herself came to have a little book chat with us. So we were super lucky in that regard. And I am really curious to read The Secret Garden after reading this retelling. Maria Latif is an orphan. She feels unwanted. She is a prickly young girl for good reasons. And she's just at a moment in her life where she's tired of being tossed around and taken from one family, one house to another house, and she ends up landing in New York and then landing nearby in Connecticut, I believe. And people are just giving her the feeling that she's unwanted, that she's an inconvenience. Her father was really good friends with a classmate that Maria does not remember ever meeting. However, this is the home that she ends up settling in at, and knowing no one really has her in distress. What she discovers there is a found family and a garden that she tends to alongside new friends. It is so sweet. The beginning, you're feeling a little unsure of what's happening and where it's going, but once Maria settles in at this home, the story takes such a sweet, tender turn, and I fell in love with Maria and her newfound family. So I fell in love with A Bit of Earth, and I think you will too. Krista over at Books and Jams wanted me to listen to The Girl with a Louding Voice, and oh my gosh, this listening experience, the narration was chef's kiss. We have Aduni, who is a young Nigerian girl that wants nothing more than to make her late mother proud of her. And to do that, she wants to get a good, solid education and then use that knowledge to help other young girls in her village. But my goodness, getting there is going to be quite an experience for Aduni. She experiences the unimaginable, and it's heartbreaking, yet her personality and the way she navigates hard times is truly heartwarming. I enjoyed every minute of this audiobook. The narrator was just perfection. When you think of Aduni's character, this voice is what you hear. And she's so sweet, so naive, yet so wise. And all of that just makes you love her dearly and want nothing but the best for her. I am so grateful to Krista for telling me that I needed this experience in my life because it truly was an experience to remember. The third book that I want to chat with you about is Mirror to Mirror. This novel, this middle grade novel, is written in verse. I'm starting to feel like that's becoming a thing that I enjoy. And our author, Rajani Laraka, is amazing. My daughters and I got a chance to meet her because she was our featured author this year at my daughter's school, and she was a sheer delight. She spoke to all of our students, grades pre-K through grade 12, and was so relatable, so enjoyable. And this is my first novel by her, and I think I'm hooked. I want to read all the books that LaRosa has written. In Mirror to Mirror, we are on a journey with twin sisters, Chaya and Maya. Chaya is a little rambunctious, likes to take risks, and Maya is quite the opposite. In fact, she is struggling with anxiety, and it's been undiagnosed, untreated, and that puts a heavy burden on Chaya because Chaya and Maya do everything together, and they feel like they have to support each other in all of life's ups and downs. And Chaya starts to blame herself for her sister's anxiety and wonders, am I too much of a distraction? Am I getting too much attention? Maybe I need to step back and step into new territory and discover new things that I enjoy that are separate from Maya's interests so that Maya can step into her own and not feel like I'm bringing her down. Well, that leads Chaya to have some really hard times herself. And, you know, it's a coming of age story, right? And they also have a little brother who's kind of thrown into the mix. The parents are having their own inner conflict within themselves and with each other. So there's a lot of emotions swirling with this family. And the way music, Chaya and Maya's love for music comes through in the story makes it truly a lyrical experience that is divine. I absolutely loved Mirror to Mirror. Then your girl read 6 more books, and those books are already discussed in my video where I decided to step into the shoes of my favorite 90s sitcom characters and read like them according to the Instagram account Book It Queen. Please, please, please check out the video. I'll be sure to leave a link for you in the description box as well as up in the cards. For that project, I read the following books: Love Radio, What the Fireflies Knew, The Voting Booth, Gurl, 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 Brown Girl Dreaming, and The Beauty in Breaking. I discuss all of these books in great detail over at that video, reading like my favorite 90s sitcom characters, so definitely check that out if you want to learn more. All right, that's a wrap, folks. Thank you for hanging out with me yet again. I do not take you guys for granted. I love you dearly, and I would love to know about the books you read in June. Hop over into those comments and chat it up with your girl. And until next time, happy reading. Bye.